Hey, Storm Sisters, Lindsay Rainwater here, and I am calling you Storm Sisters today because this video is really for the women. Guys, I absolutely love you. I love that you're here, but today I really wanted to reach out to the women in my tribe, and I wanted to talk to you guys about finding your tribe because it was something that came up in conversation the other day, realizing that obviously women and men think very differently. And I'm sure you guys know that, but it was just kind of brought to the forefront of my mind all of a sudden, thinking about the fact that men are very compartmentalized thinkers. And when something goes wrong or there's something up, they kind of retreat inside themselves and it's, I'm going to think about this and I'm going to get shit done and I'm going to fix it. And that's great. Women, on the other hand, kind of have a tendency to go, something's wrong. I want to reach out. I want to connect with like minded people. I want to talk about this. I want to kick it around. I want to find a solution and I want to feel supported in the process. Not every man is like that. Not every woman is like that. And I know gender is kind of a fluid thing. So I'm not trying to put anyone in little boxes here, but just on a whole, that's how we function. And yet, there's kind of one little problem that we deal with, and that is the fact that we do live in a society that's run by men. And a lot of the time, what's right for men is kind of foisted upon women. Men say, it's good enough for us, and you should do the same thing. And this has caused us to have the society where if something goes wrong, something goes a little bit sideways, we're not really supposed to talk about it. It's like, don't cry, be strong, don't let anyone know that something's wrong. You gotta keep up that facade of strength and like, I've totally got this handled, because if you don't, well, then we all might have to be real and talk about our emotions, and that makes us uncomfortable and we don't want to do that. So it's really put women in a bad position because it causes us to go, we're not supposed to talk to other women. We're supposed to look perfect. And that kind of fits right in with the stupid super mom culture that we have, that we're supposed to be that mom off Pinterest who can do all the craft things with the kids and do all the dinner and have this perfect house. And most of us really are that person going, wow, good job, Pinterest mom. I kept the kids alive and the house didn't burn down. I'm going to call it a win. And so we feel kind of backed into a corner when we get to a point where it's like, I'd really like some support here, but I'm not supposed to go looking for support. We're also generally told, yes, things can always be worse, obviously, but when we're told you're so blessed, you shouldn't be complaining because there's people who have it so much worse than you. And it's like, that's not helpful. Of course, there's people that have it worse than us. If you're sitting there going, I am the worst off person in the entire world, yeah, there's something wrong with that. But there's nothing wrong with going out and saying, hey, ladies, this might seem small in the grand scheme of things, but this is what's staring me in the face right now, and I need some support. I found myself in that position not that long ago when my son was 6, 7 months old, something like that. And I had just watched our dog die of a heart attack in our living room right in front of me while I'm holding our baby. And I had just lost my dog less than a year before. And of all the things, to kind of throw me off kilter, and I went through a period of doubt. I was doubting myself. I was so traumatized by this. I was doubting like my abilities as a reader, and like I shouldn't be a spiritual counselor because this is totally throwing me off, and my gremlins were just na 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 na. And it's like, in the grand scheme of things, did I have a lot to complain about? No, my husband and me and my son are healthy and we're happy and we're doing well. But yet I was so knocked off track by this. And I was like, oh my God, I need to talk to someone. And even though it felt like, I shouldn't be complaining because, life is still pretty good, I did reach out to someone, and I reached out to a group, and I said, and I said exactly that. I said, this might not seem like a big thing in the grand scheme of the world, but this just totally blindsided my family, and I'm feeling like I'm to blame, and I'm like questioning my worth as a wife and a mom and a business owner and a reader and all these things because of this. And I got such an outpouring of love, and I got cards in the mail of people saying, you know what, you're amazing. We're so sorry this happened to you. And thank you for reaching out, because it reminds people that this little thing, quote unquote, in the scheme of the universe is a big thing to you. And it's okay to get knocked off course by these things as long as you get back up and you keep going. And so it's so important that women find their tribe. You have to go out and find other like-minded women. And something that really scares me about our society right now is when you watch TV. And maybe there's better examples out there, and if there are, please share them with me. But when I think of groups of women on TV, the first thing that comes to my mind is reality shows like Real Housewives or Desperate Housewives. I don't even know what they're called. I don't watch reality TV. I can't handle it. It makes my head want to explode. Because you get these women together and what do? They bitch and they backstab and they gossip and they, nitpick at each other until you have blow ups, and, and they add alcohol into the mix. And then it's like, you have these big dramatic blow ups where they're just trash talking each other. And it seems like a lot of women have come to the conclusion that that's normal and healthy and okay, and it's not. And I know, I use the word normal, and I try not to because of, my video about there is no such thing as normal. But when you have toxic relationships like that on TV, and every reality TV show has these toxic relationships between women in particular, and it kind of does breed this idea that that's how women interact. Women cannot be allowed to hang out in groups because weird shit happens and somebody ends up angry. And, by design or not, I feel that those shows are telling women and society that it's good to just separate women. Women should not be allowed to get together and hang out because you never know what could happen. Women are unpredictable. Women are volatile. Women can't control their emotional outbursts. Women can't get along. That is what is being fed to us by these shows. And it is just perpetuating women drawing further away from each other, when what we should be doing is banding together and quit acting like jealous girls on the playground who are mad because that girl's got, I don't know, longer hair, cuter glasses, or whatever it is, and start acting like women who want to build each other up. Say, I want to see you succeed. I want to see you feel good. So I just think it has become so important for women to get out there. Find your tribe. Find people you vibe with. Find people who are just as weird as you are. If you're, that tattooed up mom that likes cussing a lot, guess what? There's a tribe out there for you. If you are that mom who wants to be Betty Crocker and, doing all the Pinteresty type stuff, there is a tribe out there for you. There is no reason why we cannot be surrounded by women who love us and accept us for who we are. And you know what? More often than not, I think you'd be surprised that the Betty Crocker tribe has some tattooed women who like cussing a lot and vice versa. It's amazing when we get over these petty things and feeling like we're in competition with each other, all these kind of facades and crap fall away. And we start going, we actually have more in common than we do have differences. You don't have to be from the same religion, same background, same belief system or anything to find common ground with other women. Your parenting styles can be a world freaking apart, and you can still find parenting things to talk about. So I'm not meaning for this to sound ranty, and I'm hoping that I'm not just running around in circles with this and, being redundant. It's just something that really struck me the other day, that we are kind of encouraged to be loners. We're encouraged to work through our problems by ourselves. And I think that really started a long time ago when men, unfortunately, a group of men, not men on a whole, but a group of men decided that women getting together and being able to talk and be their weird selves was dangerous, because women who get together and talk and are their weird selves get ideas, and that's not good. And we're kind of starting to get away from that, and women are starting to go, you know what, it's actually good for us to get ideas, and it's good for us to feel like we're supported by other women. It's something we need in order to thrive. And I want to see more women get out there and do it. So, ladies, take the time, go out, find your tribe. And like I said, start small if you need to. It's like, I don't know what to find a tribe around. What do you love to do? Do you love to cook? Do you love to crochet? Do you love a certain type of alcohol? My goodness, I've got a friend who loves tequila, and she started a little group for women, or not just women, but people who love tequila. I mean, just stuff like that. You can always find someone who shares your interests. So women, ladies, get out there, do it. Find women that build you up, and your life's going to start changing, because I sure know mine has, since I found women who I get along with and I respect. And even if we don't always agree on everything, we can build each other up. I am trying to contribute to this by creating a Facebook group of like-minded women. It is a part of my 90-day course, which I would love to talk to you guys about. If you're interested in a 90-day course on kind of blossoming your inner power, this goes way beyond the Inner Power Mini Workshop that I did, that you can get lindsayrainwater.com if you just want to kind of get a taste of it. But the 90-day program is a serious, in-depth, you and I talk one-on-one. You get meditations and all this other really cool stuff. But the most important part is every woman that goes through this gets to be a part of this Facebook group. And that never ends. You get to stay in there forever. And it's a group of like-minded women who are on a path of finding their inner voice, inner light, inner power, inner storm, and learning how to make it work for them. If you would like to have a free inner power connection session where we kind of tap into your inner power one-on-one, and then we kind of decide whether that group is right for you, head over to lindsayrainwater.com/inner clarity. I will leave that link down below this video. Please, click the link, go fill out the short form, and we will set up a time to chat. I really feel like there's a lot of women out there who need this kind of support, and I really hope that one of those women is you. I would love to talk to you guys. Regardless, I hope this video inspired you to go find some people that you jive with. And in the meantime, be blessed. Love you guys, and I will talk to you in a couple days.